When has the thought wow, I may be a horrible person ever crossed your mind? When I was happy that some people I wasn't fond of died. And then I still didn't feel bad. I was the only seeder for a torrent. I decided to stop seeding when some of my leeches were at 90%. While searching for a job and seeing a lot of old people still working, I couldn't help but think if these old people would just hurry up and die, then it might be easier to get a job. When we were discussing in class if you would sucker punch a toddler for $50,000. And I thought yes without a moment's hesitation. Student debt is a... I said something douchy to a friend and he looked me in the eye and told me that I didn't have to be an asshole all the time. Completely changed how I approach any social interactions. So thankful it happened early in high school before the damage was too far done. The other day I was walking around my neighborhood and overheard a little girl, maybe 7 or 8 I don't know, say to her friend, "I never cry because nothing ever makes me sad." The first thing that popped into my head was that she'd probably cry if I punched her in the face. Had a FWB that turned into a relationship. But the love was not there. Afraid losing good sex, I started buying her things. Lend her money and made her depend on me. Knowing her welfare check could never allow her to pay anything back. Every time she would not answering my calls or texts for a couple of days, I reminded her in some way how she were in debt to me. Finally it just struck me. I am a horrible person. Now she is seeing someone she loves and I am happy for her. I will not take any money back from her. Sorry for bad English. I told a guy who I was commuting to work with, who I hadn't met before, that I wasn't willing to stop and help a lady with a flat tire because there was slush all over the ground and I was wearing $300 shoes. Rest of the ride home was silent. Refused to move on after realizing a girl wasn't into me. Realized that life isn't a movie plot and I'm actually the bad guy. My friend was in his early 20s. Meeting a 17-year-old girl who was possibly terminally ill. Weird scenario, I know. But that's another story. I needed to get back to college. And she needed to get to a medical appointment in the same town. So I rode in the car with them. My friend and I spent the whole ride making each other laugh by trying to come up with the most insane make-a-wish wishes she could use. Totally disregarding how she might feel about what we were saying.